Stadium in New Jersey. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Zach Wilson and the New York Jets taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Right side, there's Likely with it. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at their recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
They'll go option to the short side. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Jackson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson now. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Shifts by at the 15. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Another run here.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now Jackson.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just got good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Injuries delayed Rashad Bateman's arrival into the Baltimore Ravens lineup in 2021, but he still put up 515 yards in 12 games as a rookie. The Ravens do believe a 1,000-yard season is more than possible from their first rounder in 2022. Here, he gets them a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So the penalty on the offense, that'll be declined, and the turnover stands. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. Jackson on 1st down. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 19 yards away. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
This offense on third down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. Big gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Edwards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's the Jets punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he fields it cleanly. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there, give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys. And that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. He's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Good footwork at the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
A partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Jackson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
DC, ready? 57, Mike 57. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smart. Sounds crazy.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking. This is when
DC, what? DC. Come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come. No, we changed it.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and...
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw. Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready? Switch it. Double tight.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, either threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Moved the ball on the ground, moved people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for Baltimore, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.